official. Fit Project Media followers and fans, we are live right here in Pensacola, Florida, and as we promised all last week and into this week, we are here with the legend himself, Mr. Roy Jones Jr., 6-time world champion, 4 different weight classes, not to mention you have a silver medal in boxing, right, from the 1988 Olympics?
Supposed to be gold. They still have my gold medal in Seoul, Korea, but I'm hoping with things changing the way that they're doing, with the president doing his thing now, like he pardoned Jack Johnson. So I'm hoping that they may go along and give me my gold.
They got to release that gold medal too. Yeah. We need another one. We do need another one. We need another one. So Roy, you know, one of the things. So you are arguably the greatest boxer in history. Okay, I think you are. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I mean, Floyd Money Mayweather could walk in, I'd be like, how's it feel to be number 2? Right? So, and I'm Floyd, hey, I'm calling you out. Show me, you know? I'll tell you, Conor put in more shots on him. Did you see that Conor McGregor fight as well?
I saw, but you don't take that one. That's not what I judged Floyd on, but Floyd is a good fighter. I mean, I don't think he was pound for pound the top 3, but he was pretty much up there. He's pretty good. So he'll be right behind. I mean, he up there pretty high though. So I don't know, you can't really say, but he'll never fight the primetime fight in prime. So to see if he really was top quality, that's the only thing. He never put himself in the way he had to be tested.
True. Okay.
That makes it hard to be able to judge because we never seen him get tested because he never took the ones that we thought probably could have tested him when it was time to test him. So he kind of didn't take the test at the time. So we don't know how he would react under pressure because we never seen him take the test.
That's that's a good point because you never really understand like the whole lifestyle of what comes up. So with our man Fez Batista, okay, he is coming up into his next big fight, 2nd pro fight. You can check out all of his highlights on YouTube. You can look up Fez Batista, F-E-S Batista. His first pro highlight. I got to tell you, like the one thing that was really interesting about your first fight that I saw in that first round, you got caught, you got a little wobble leg. We talked about this yesterday. But you came back and just with a vengeance.
Let me explain the way I see that.
Yeah.
This you gotta understand where he came from. He came from a place of being bullied. People tell him what he can't do, what he shouldn't do, what he won't ever be able to achieve. He asked me to box, not because he thought he could be this super 5-time or 5-weight division world champion. No. He just wanted to box because he wanted to learn how to face his fears.
That's
so
incredible.
When he started, first time he goes, boom, he gets knocked down. Mind you, I beat him in Vegas. None of my team would have nothing to do with him because he's not a guy who shows, who can fill the stands here in Pensacola or anywhere else in the United States, or not a guy who looks promising enough to go to the top. That's what people look for. He showed none of that. So everybody said, why would you waste your time with him? It's not about wasting my time. I love if I can touch and affect somebody's life. That means more to me than any money you can ever pay.
Oh gosh, I mean now, okay, sign me up, man.
No, I'm saying though.
Sign me up. So no, I like that. That's very well said. Very well said.
That being said, when he got knocked down, I knew that the first time he got either hurt or not, or rattled a little bit, his mind would immediately think back to, what do I do now? Do I go in the shell and be bullied? Or do I man up and come out of it?
And what'd he do?
He said that made a decision, decision to come out of it. Because he has somebody behind him that believed in him, that's telling him he can overcome and achieve it.
That's it.
So we're not boxed to be this great world champion, one of the best promising fighters, and we don't know that may be the case with him. That's not what we're after. But we are after is that to show the world that we can come from a person who didn't believe to a person who now believes in himself.
And all that comes through not only just the physical training, but the mental training as well that you guys go through on a regular basis. Now, going to your training, okay, we're gonna go back like 10 years, even 20 years. You're on the come up. You've got let's say you're on your 3rd world title. Now, your training still has to be at the top of your game. What type of like training secrets, like little tips that you used to use? And what I mean by that, Roy, is like back in the day, like when you were on the recovery, because that's one of the things that we talk about a lot. You can put so much time in the gym, you can lift the weights, you can take the punches, but you got to be able to do it the next day.
Yes.
What were some of your like recovery tips? Because I know we're working with Streamline now, and we're doing a lot with you now.
My recovery was a lot like weightlifting. Weightlifters, the way they recover, they work one part of the body today, they work another part of the body tomorrow, to allow that part that they work today to rest. So you got to be able to do that in boxing. I would work maybe my legs today, a lot in boxing. Tomorrow I'll be doing more of my arm work the next day. So I always worked it out so that one day I'm either working this, or I'm working top today,
Okay.
or I'm working bottom today. Next day I'm either working left side, or I'm working right side.
Oh.
Alternate. And people don't know that, but you gotta use your head with this kind of stuff.
Sure.
Some days I even work them so hard that tomorrow I ain't working hard, I may work their mind.
Like that. There we go. So you work the outside so hard, so now you gotta work the inside.
How many people know that focus on a day of working just the mind?
It really doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen very much. So, so now, Fez, with that knowledge now that you have, that mental training that you have, how do you feel that you're going to be able to apply this now, not just to your boxing career, but to your everyday life?
Well, I think one of the biggest things I learned from Roy is about composure, generally. Composure, boxing and not boxing, just being calm generally, and thinking more clear-headed. Because, like Roy mentioned earlier, yes, when I faced adversity and previously in the fight, I wanted to come back with rage, but whereas now I think I feel a lot more calm, composed, like just like how Roy fights. My favorite fight for Roy is versus Ruiz, because he fought this big heavyweight that nobody gave Roy a chance against, but he kept his composure, he kept thinking with a clear mind, he was out-thinking him and stuff like that. So like I look at that fight in particular, and I try to put that in my mind. So even when I'm sparring, like a lot of these guys have a lot more experience than me, and I know that, and a lot of them have more skill and all that, but
sure.
I try to keep my composure. I try to think, how's Roy, like Roy says certain things, I don't want to say what the secrets are, but
absolutely, nope, you gotta keep that locked up.
And I keep repeating that in my head, and then sometimes I say, versus Ruiz, and honestly, like when I do it, I hear this is the nicest phrase I've ever heard in my life. Damn good work, son. when I hear that,
okay, so when you hear the words "damn good work, son,"
oh my
you
God,
you know you done good.
Like I have this feeling inside, like it's like Roy Jones Jr., this larger than life icon. Even though like we're really close, I've known him for 4 years. We talk pretty much every day, but still, honestly, where I'm from in England, in Huddersfield, Roy Jones is. Let me put it to you like this: like an alien from Mars, a Martian, an alien, a high-level, futuristic. You're never going to meet an alien, right? They're just two, right?
Yeah.
Like Roy Jones, we just used to see as a whole other planet. So for him to guide me like that, honestly, it makes me feel so. I can't explain the feeling. It's absolutely.
Well, you don't need to, because I mean we can kind of feel it and sense it, and that's absolutely incredible. Now, Roy, back to you. Now, with everything that you have going now with Streamline Medical, this is where I think it's very, very important, because right now you're 49 years old, okay, and you're not out of shape. You're still doing your thing. Not only are you teaching, but you're still living your brand. You're still living the RJJ brand. Now, in this day and age, with how your career is now, how important now is everything that Streamline's doing for you, for your recovery, for your, let's call it anti-aging, right? We're trying to turn the clock back. 49 now to 29. Like, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good. Streamline has revitalized my life.
Really?
You get with Streamline, they go look at you, they test your blood, they find out what's up, what's down, what's not happening, what is happening, and they put it all back together. So when they streamline and get it all back in tune with one another, you can take yourself back 12, 15 to 20 years. So like now, because of him and giving me this knowledge and shorter what my body is lessening me in, or what my body over exaggerating me in.
Sure.
Because sometimes when one is less, it's trying to make up for another with another.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
So with my body being able to be out of balance like that, he has now got my body more back in balance. So,
Streamline.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's what it's going to start.
That's
There's so many people seeing now that, wow, you look like you can still fight. You could now.
Yeah.
You understand? Because now your body's back to normal.
Yeah.
And like after I fought for the heavyweight title, I came back down to light heavyweight. I'm not light heavyweight.
Yeah.
When I came to light heavyweight, that kind of depleted my body of a lot of things.
Good. Yeah.
And I had streamlined in, I could have got myself right back in.
Right back into light heavyweight.
I didn't have it, so it took me a lot of years to figure out that my body was even out of whack.
Gotcha.
I could tell in the performances, but I couldn't tell what was wrong. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's age." No, it's not. Your body out of whack because you shocked your body.
Because you went so high, then you had to drop back down.
You have no way of knowing how you shocked and what kind of effects those shocking things had on your body.
That's incredible. That's wise knowledge
so having
right there.
Streamline there to help you now understand your body, you can take your body and push it out a little bit longer. You can get a little bit more out of it. You can get another 2 or 3 years or another 2 or 3 fights out of it if you want. My wife don't want me to, but if I want to, I can do it 2 or 3 more times now because my body's gonna go.
Oh, I believe we could.
But I ain't trying to, but I could if I wanted
Sure,
to.
sure.
Not that I'm saying I am. unless Anderson say something, but I could if I wanted.
She's burning a hole in my shoulder back here. She's like,
so we just had a couple last minute questions because we had a lot of Fit Project followers and fans that were like, man, when you look back in your career, okay, who is one of the hardest punching guys that you ever went up against? You have the fastest hands. You have the fastest hands in boxing history, and that's documented. But when you ever got tapped, right? Somebody got a lucky strike. Who was the one guy that was like, whoa, that I felt that?
That was a guy called by the name of Murky Sosa.
Murky Sosa?
Yeah, if Murky Sosa hit you, you feel like you got hit by a small Volkswagen. Murky Sosa can punch.
Now, how long ago was that?
1995.
1995.
Yeah.
Okay.
still remember.
Yeah.
And that's incredible. That that's another thing too is your memory too. Like because I mean you get hit in the head a lot.
But you remember what you need to remember.
True. Okay. that is true. That is true. Now if you were to go back, now again you have 6 world championships.
8.
8.
Yeah.
8. I found 6.
8.
4 different weight classes. Isn't that 4?
Yeah, 4 different weight classes.
Okay, so 8 in 4 different weight classes. Okay, so with that being said, 8 world championships. I'm going to have to update Wikipedia. I'm just saying. I'm going to update that Wikipedia. I got to jump on right now. So 8 world championships. Is there one in particular that was like the most meaningful?
2.
2. Okay, 2. Number one.
I beat James Toney because James Toney was the man.
Yep.
Remember I told you that Floyd never really fine.
Right.
James Toney was 44-0. Beating everybody, knocking out everybody.
Okay.
I was something like 26 or 27-0. Coming into my prime.
Yeah.
It was a time when people thought James Toney was going to kill me.
Sure.
That's a test.
It's a great test.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the guy who actually is killing everybody.
Talk about that mental training.
Yes. And I completely dominated the fight. The only other one was when I fought John Ruiz, because nobody expected I could beat the heavyweight. Nobody thought I was the first guy to ever turn professional as a junior middleweight and win the heavyweight title.
That is.
I remember, we're talking about the great Sugar Ray Robinson, who was a welterweight, who ran out of steam fighting the light heavyweight champion.
Yep. Now, that was actually, you were going right into the next question. So you are the only guy that started and went up 4 weight classes.
No, from junior middleweight.
Junior middleweight.
You got junior middleweight, middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight.
And you go to heavyweight, okay? And when you fought that heavyweight challenge, you were still considerably lighter.
I wasn't light heavyweight. I really was about 193.
Okay.
He was like 226.
And you still went in and dominated.
It's just all about the man. Listen, fans, it ain't about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight.
Fight the dog. I love that. I love that. So our dog right here, Fez Batista.
The terrier.
The terrier Batista, all the way from Great Britain, man. Again, Fez, this is your night, man. This is your night. You know, this is time to shine. You know, we are so many people. Streamline Medical, Fit Project Media, ESPN Radio. I mean, we are just. I mean, we love your story. We're going to talk about more of the story because we are on a little bit of a time crunch, guys. So we are going to need to get the champ ready. What's that?
After the fight, we'll be back.
Oh, after the fight, we're going to be back. Don't you worry. 'Cause, I mean, there's going to be we've got a lot to do. But Fez, I mean, before we leave, how do you feel right now?
I feel good.
Ready?
I worked really hard for it, and I've been training with Roy, so trained with the best fighter ever.
Best of the best.
And like I said, I've heard about 3 or 4 times, damn good work, son. So I'm happy.
Keep that in your head. Keep that in your
He
head.
says that to me
Damn
after
good
the
work,
fight,
son.
that's it.
Damn good work, son. So, Roy Jones Jr., guys, Fit Project, again, this has been a tremendous honor to be able to be here at the compound. Yeah, we're sweating. It's not because of the lights, but because it is hot in here. And that's the only way to go, right? So I'm honored to be sharing sweat with these guys. So again, Fit Project Media followers and fans, again, thank you so very much for all of your continued love and support. And again, I could not be doing this without Streamline Medical. You can make sure you can go to Streamline Medical Group. You can find them on all social media, streamlinemedicalgroup.com, where you can actually get all of the stuff that Fez Batista and Roy Jones Jr. take advantage of and get it delivered right to your door. Fit Project Media is honored to be teamed up with Streamline. So guys, thank you very, very much. We'll be seeing you after the fight.
And last but not least, athletes, legal stuff.
100% legal. That's the thing, because you couldn't mail it out if it wasn't, and it's all sanctioned, So all we're good to go. Guys, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. We'll be back. Champ.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
We're done. Bye, guys. Wow.